How you doing, Chatterboard? I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers.
Same to you. Thank you.
And all of the fathers. And all of the brothers and sisters. Because it really does take a village. Okay? Wow. Piggy got me choked up out that piece she did. I really like that. I wrote this piece about my son. Very touching. I'm debuting here at the Chatterboard tonight. It's never been heard before. Other by a few family and friends. So try not to get too choked up because Pinky really did that too.
All right.
And like a farmer sows his seed, a seed was implanted in me. And forth came my harvest, my son. I love him so much, I'd regrow him all over again. He consumed when he was in my womb, taking his first, and I allowed it. I carried my seed in college. It was my junior semester, all the way to the last trimester. And I buckled down in the books, so you would have thought I was sequestered. That knowledge must have seeped into him, because he is a smart-ass kid. But smartness, coupled with a little perceptiveness, can be dangerous. Of course, it didn't help for him to have feuding parents. And I breathed the air for him. And now he breathes for himself. If he were to stop breathing, then I would have trouble breathing myself. If it was a dream, I'd awaken with my head hurting and my heart pounding so hard that with each heartbeat, my chest hurts, panicking and heaving. I'd calm down, but I'd begin to panic all over again, praying that what I just dreamed was not to be. And I would pray to all the stars in the sky and all the planets on the galaxy and the islands and the seas. And I would swear to all that I would do and be if God would just let this be a dream. And if it was only a dream, then please, somebody, wake me. Now, if in reality he was gone and still with me in my dreams, then I would happily stay asleep. I now feel like I know how it feels to lose a child. Those who have may disagree, professing to years, pain, misery, nights. They can't sleep. They probably claim the audacity of me to claim understanding. For what I felt for a brief time, for them it's continually. Listen, I'm not trying to trivialize anyone's pain. I'm just trying to explain. When I don't see my son's brown eyes, it's the same feeling. So I only want to tell you the story of a mother's loss. Don't worry, he's still here on earth. But I don't see him much, so I'll keep him in my heart. He was a son who didn't want to take orders from whose belly he sprung. He simply didn't want to take his discipline from a woman, a male chauvinist. He resents me. Typically, defeat from a parent spawns admiration, cooperation, and then ultimately participation in their raising. I wanted to teach him to have respect for women and for them not to be a means to his end. Poor, stupid children. We must lead them because their selfishness blinds them and they don't think about consequences. A child's false accusations and unfounded allegations allowed to go unverified causes confrontation to an already tumultuous relation. Provoking led to punishments and ass whoopings. Did I discipline him? Hell yes. But I fed him and nurtured him too, because that's what good mothers do. But there was never any neglect. And I never claimed to be perfect. He was my practice case. Besides, if I was a perfect mother, then he would have been a perfect baby. And this goddamn world we live in would have been a perfect place to raise him. But we're not dealing in ifs. We're dealing in parenting. So back to the subject. God gave him to me in the role of a son, not friend. And in that role, I relish. But my rights as a mother seem to have been stricken because I chose to be his mother over his friend. Well, mother will win that argument over and over again. And even though I knew I was a good mother, I allowed his father to question my judgment. Because I didn't have the support system to say, girl, keep your children. If my mom was here, I know things would have been different. He still resents me because I was the one to leave. He said I should have been more patient. But what does that have to do with raising our children? He once told me, whomever have the children have the power. Okay, good. Game over. You won. So now how in the hell do I have a relationship with my son? You facilitate his actions as a boy. Then you leave him to fend as a man. But now his thought process is skewed. And you have just given society permission to whip my son's ass, having him thinking he don't have to deal with his problems. He won't be able to have a healthy relationship with a woman. I thought 2010 would be a happy end. I thought age 40 would find me in a better place. Hopefully 2010 won't be the year I resent, and I'll be at my son's graduation. As for breathing, I'll let Donovan breathe for himself. I'll reserve whatever breath I have left in my body for Cam. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Authentic yourself.